Good afternoon, my name is Louise. This is the Expert Introvert vlog, and it is Thursday the 14th of January. I am getting an early start on the vlogging this week because I just posted one yesterday, well, middle of the night, but anyway, I finished the last one just yesterday, and here I am starting all over again today. So we had knit night last night, so I have actually made some more knitting progress on my tiger stripy sock. I think last time I spoke to you, I was partway through this bit here, the heel. Yeah, my words are a little bit thing, not worky today. Yes, short row heel. I was having some trouble with it, so I ripped it back, started it again, and in the process of doing it the second time, I realised that apart from having dropped a wrap and then managed to pick it back up, I thought I had uneven stitches, but when I was doing it again, I discovered I was having the same thing, and then I realised that I was starting from the wrong side, or I hadn't accounted for which point I was going to start the foot. This is probably not the best day for me to try and explain this with the lack of speaking. Oh dear. Words. Lack of words. Yeah. Still, I now have my heel done. Came out all right, I think. Maybe a little bit better on that side. Oh, I don't know if that's focusing because I did the auto focus lock doodah. I wonder if I can undo it. Hang on. That might have, no. Anyhow, do excuse me. Other than that, I have been for my flu jab today. That all went fine. I think I sanitized and then washed my hands about 20 times while I was at the doctor's, and then I had to go to the pharmacy, which is down below, and then when I came home, Mum gave me a lift there. It was chucking it down. So not only did I wear my hat, I put my hood up, which is always a bit of a interesting time because it's kind of big for my head, and so I end up looking a bit like Kenny from South Park with it's like over my eyes practically. Still. Also, I am taking part in the Zoe COVID symptoms study. I think I've mentioned that before. And they want me to do a test for their study. Anyway, that arrived today. Maybe I shouldn't show you but anyhow, I'll cover the barcode up, just the who knows. I don't think it really matters because I'm going to be using it like tonight or tomorrow, and then it'll be used. Anyhow, that's going to be fun. Sticking the swab. It says use. It says to do it on your tonsils, but I ain't got none. So I guess just in the general area of lack of tonsil. Right. I should probably stop now because this not doing the thing. And I will speak to you again soon. Hello, it is Saturday the 16th of January, and I looked up the date before I started recording. Yay! I don't think it's quite a first, but it's rare. So I think I said the other day that I was getting a test for COVID-19 through the Zoe study, not because I've got any symptoms, but because they're asking me to take the test. I think it is because I do have some symptoms, but they're symptoms of my usual medical conditions, but I guess they're just checking. So I did that yesterday. The throat swab, yeah, -10 out of 10, do not recommend. I didn't like that bit at all. No fun. The nose swab bit was fine, but yeah, not keen on the throat swab, but there we go, it's done. I sent it off, which means that I left the house 3 days in a row. And, get this, I left the house by myself, with no more protection than my phone plugged in to the BBC Sounds app, as it was. I was listening to podcasts on that. But the coat that I've been wearing most recently, it's my newest coat, but I have had it about probably 1.5 years. It's just that I hadn't really been anywhere to wear it. It's got a big fluffy hood, fur-lined, fur-trimmed hood. I've got a thing about having stuff behind me. I'm not gonna explain it too much because I'll freak myself out. But I've got a thing about being outside and my back not being covered, or not feeling covered. And that hood is actually weirdly helpful because I can feel that there's something there, as if it's protecting me. It doesn't make any logical sense, but it works at the moment. So anyway, yes, I took a trek to the post box, which is only a few minutes down the road, or up the road and round the corner and down the, yeah. Obviously it takes me a bit longer than that, but it's, you know, it's a doable walk. The only problem was crossing the road, because obviously I have to turn my head, you know, to look up and down the road, and once I've turned my head I then have to stop and wait for all the spinning to go away, and of course by that time it might be a bit, you know, my head turning, traffic checking whole thing is now out of date, out of time, and you know what I mean. Yeah, so that is a bit of a problem, but I got there eventually. I just took a long time about it because, you know, better safe than sorry. So that's been posted off, and hopefully I will get the result, hopefully a negative result, in a few days' time. Other than that, I have of course been doing some knitting. I might have said that I just cast on for a hat, and I've been knitting a bit more of that. Oh, can I get it to go on focus? You know you want to. There we go. Okay, it's not showing the colour terribly well, probably because I've got the daylight bulbs going on. Yeah, but that's it. It is the Gary hat. I might be pronouncing that wrong. It says it is named after the, well, it's named after, inspired by the BP pedestrian bridge designed by architect, I don't know what that is. Attacking people with buildings, maybe? Architect Frank Gehry, Gehry. As I say, I might well be pronouncing that wrong. But anyhow, nice cabled hat, big loose cables. And I am on row 7, I think, of 27 of the cable chart. And then it's, it's just the one repeat of that chart. And then decrease for the crown and stuff. It's Rowan Magpie, I think. It's a discontinued yarn, definitely, because I've had it a long time. I've got some gloves, fingerless gloves that I made in it quite some time ago. So I wanted, and they're cabled, so I wanted to do a cabled hat, fairly simple cabled hat, to go with that, to use up the rest of the yarn. I'm actually doing a lot more talking about knitting than I'd intended to. Yeah, I just meant to wave it at you, and never mind. I've also been working on my sock. No rush on this one, it's just a sock to have, just plain sock. So that it's just there if I feel like doing some plain knitting. Right, I can't think of much else that I was going to talk about immediately. I don't want to keep wittering on because hopefully I'll have something else to say in a couple of days' time before I put this up. I guess I will hopefully be able to tell you that I am COVID free. And what am I reading? What am I reading? Oh yeah, my brother's book. So it's not a published book, but it's kind of 98% done, he reckons. Just needs probably editing for grammar and all that. But I'm not reading it for that at the moment. I'm just reading it for general story. And then I'm reading Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I think it's Maas. I'll check that. And pronounce it properly in the main podcast, whatever we're going to call it now, when I actually get started on that. I have sort of started it, so hopefully it will be up not too long after this one is. Right, as I said, I was going to stop wittering, but then, as always happens, I continued said wittering. I hope you're all well, and I will speak to you again probably in a couple of days, and I think this is probably going to go up on Wednesday. It's now, what day did I say? It's Saturday. Yeah, I reckon I'll put it up on Wednesday, so I'll probably record something on Tuesday or Wednesday daytime. Yeah, you're about to find that out, in fact, after this, because, yeah, you will now discover my next vlogging time. Yeah, time for me to stop. Speak to you later. Bye. Right, it is Wednesday the 20th, and I'm about to go to knit night. I'm just waiting for my laptop to finish booting. I'm pointing because it's right there, which you can clearly see. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to finish booting up. I usually turn it on sort of mid-afternoon because I don't use it for much else other than virtual knit night at the moment. Yeah, so I do usually turn it on earlier in the day to make sure it hasn't got updates it wants to do and stuff like that. But I forgot, so I'm going to be a bit late to knit night because that's got to get itself sorted. Anyway, I thought I would show you what I've been knitting the last few days. It's a hat. Did I show you before? I might have done. Yeah, probably. I think I did. I think I showed you the pattern and possibly the cast on or something. Anyhow, yes, hat. Probably going to finish it this evening, but I thought I would just show it to you now because well, I think the reason it looks pretty small is because it's a cable thing. But if it does turn out too small for me, I'm just going to give it to my niece, who is 8. Anyhow, I'm playing a bit of yarn chicken with this one. I thought I might be. I think I'm going to be okay. I hope I'm going to be okay, because I'm actually got another 2 rows and then I start on the crown decreases, so I reckon that'll be alright. Just. And if not, I shall have to do a Leslie, and when I have not quite enough yarn, I'll have to use something else for the top. I don't have to, that's going to look weird. Anyhow, I shall come back and yatter at you some more, I should think, after I have finished knitting. No. Anyhow, see you later. Right, so it is now post-knit night, and I have finished the hat. As you can see, it's still got ends to be sewn in, but otherwise we are done. I'll put it on in a sec, and I still have yarn. I did not run out. I won. Yarn 0. No. Anyhow, I won at Yarn Chicken. Yay! And also, that means I have now used up, or almost entirely, that ball of yarn, or I think it was 2 balls. Any point. It means that I have used up the rest of that yarn pretty much, which, as it's been in stash for many, many years, is a good thing. Right, let's clonk it on my head. There we go. Don't know how well that's showing up, but yeah, nice big fluffy cables, so I'm pleased with that. And it's nice and cozy as well, because it is, I think it's 100% merino, probably, something like that, and Aran weight. Hurrah, I'll just keep throwing it around, shall I? Very bad juggling. Right, a couple of other little things I wanted to mention. I've done notes for myself, because otherwise it just goes. Floof. Yeah. I got back the result of the COVID test that I did for the symptom study. Let's see, I did the test on Friday and posted it then. So I guess they would have got it on Saturday, and I got the email Sunday. Well, it might have been late Saturday night, but I think it was Sunday. I certainly saw it on Sunday. That was alliterative. Certainly saw it on Sunday. Yeah, so that's good. I mean, did I actually say it's negative? It's what I was expecting, because, didn't think I had anything. But it's all part of the study, because they need to get an overall picture of not only who does have it, but who doesn't have it, and so on. Right, yes, it is, as I said before, Wednesday the 20th, which means it's the US presidential inauguration day. I watched that this afternoon. It was about 4:30, 5 o'clock here. So I watched that on telly, and that was all good. I thought good speeches. So I would just like to say happy inauguration day to all Americans. Hope you. Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but Merlin is down here complaining because I'm not, I don't know, catering to his current furry whim. Oh, don't give me that face. It's giving me the face. I'm being squeaked at. Yeah, happy inauguration day. I really hope that things now, I don't know if calm down is the right phrase, but I hope things improve and, you know, everybody can start working together and all that stuff. I'm not putting this very well, but I wish you all well. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and obviously I hope that you are all safe and well in health terms and, well, in all terms, in all ways. Be happy, be safe. And because I am nice like that, I am going to close out with some Merlin content. This is the epic battle of Mr. McPurrlin versus the blocking boards, which are also known as child's playmat rubber things. Rubber? Yeah, it's rubber, I suppose. Anyhow, one of those interlocking, you'll see it on the thing, interlocking squarey things, like a sort of weird jigsaw. Yes, he went a bit to town with the whole play idea. What is he doing? Yeah, I better go and rescue my cables from whatever it is he's up to. So yes, enjoy the Merlin. And I will speak to you next week. Bye. Why are you so horrible, Merlin? What is fascinating about this? I really shouldn't let you do that. Is it dead? You're a nuisance. You know that, right?